So, I am hitting the Reg-G ranked ladder with this Regieleki team. Now, technically, Regieleki is not a restricted legendary Pokemon, but it might as well have been back in the good old days of Sword and Shield when Dynamax was around, because Regieleki, on top of being the fastest Pokemon in the format back then, it also was nasty with Transistor giving it a 50% boost. Like, this thing was such a menace back in the days of Sword and Shield that when Scarlet and Violet came around, its ability had to be nerfed. And normally when something like this happens, the counterpart Pokemon in a duo like this and Regidrago, like, they typically both get affected. No. Regidrago was so left behind by Regieleki that only Regieleki's Transistor ability got nerfed. Instead of giving it a 50% modifier to whatever stat it's attacking with an electric type move, it's now a third. So yeah, Regieleki actually got nerfed because of that. But we're still going to have fun. We have Terra Ice here just for the odd surprise to hit them with a Terra Blast if we want to. We have Volt Switch to pivot out, and then we have Electro Web for some speed control. Because really, are you playing Regieleki if you're not running full Electro Web? It's 50-50 if you're not running Volt Switch. But anyways, point is, are you really playing Regieleki if you don't have Electro Web? Now, technically, you could run screens on this, but we have Grimmsnarl for that instead. We have Light Clay Grimmsnarl here with dual screen support. We have Thunder Wave, which is going to be really nice for potentially making things miss their turn. And we have Spirit Break. We have Ogerpon here to redirect away some potential Surging Strikes with Follow Me and Water Absorb. We have this fairly standard set on Ogerpon here. We have Ivy Cutchel, Horn Leech, Follow Me, and Spiky Shield. Very, very standard stuff, but honestly, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We have Chi-Yu here, the Focus Sash on Chi-Yu. We have Terra Ghost to dodge Fake Out, and we have the standard Heat Wave, Dark Pulse, and Snarl combination with Protect. We have Rillaboom here for a little bit of Fake Out support here. We have U-Turn, we have Woodhammer to do some damage, and then we have Grassy Glide. And then finally, let's talk about the actual restricted legendary on the team. Eternatus. Eternatus is a fun Pokemon here, especially when you slap a Choice Specs on it, because this thing has something like base 145 special attack. So you max that out, you throw a Specs on there, you're doing a lot of damage, even if you're not running Modest. And honestly, I'm running Timid, so yeah. Eternatus is going to be relatively fast with Regieleki supporting it with Electro Web, and that Choice Specs boosted Dynamax Cannon hits like a truck, and so does Sludge Bomb, thanks to Stab on Eternatus. And then we have Flamethrower for a little bit of coverage to hit Steel types, because otherwise, Steel type Pokemon would wall the combination of Dynamax Cannon and Sludge Bomb. And then we have Shadow Ball, because I needed a coverage move, and I couldn't justify running Meteor Beam on this without a Power Herb. So yeah, that's the team in a nutshell. Let's jump right on in to some battles. Okay, we've got a Kyogre team with Grimmsnarl, Ursaluna, Blood Moon, which I don't know why I almost called it Urshifu, but yeah. Anyways, we got Ursaluna, Blood Moon, Tornadus, Kyogre, Ogerpon, and Archaludon. So I feel like that is a very fast Ursaluna, Blood Moon, because I do not see a Trick Room setter on the field. Yeah, I feel like they might have some speed investment on this Ursaluna, so a Lucky might be fun. A Lucky might be very fun. Grimmsnarl could be nice too with the Thunder Wave support. I think we go Grim. It's also nice to see that they have their own Grim. I don't mind getting a Light Screen up right out of the gate and maybe an Electro Web just to hit that Kyogre. Like, that might be nice. I mean, I might have to protect. Might have to protect the Lucky though. Yeah, we'll see. We have Eternatus in the back, and you know what? Ogerpon could be great. Like, Ogerpon being able to switch in for a Lucky. If they go Torn and Kyogre, like, I feel like switching in Ogerpon is going to be nice. And then that way a Lucky survives. Otherwise, it's the bulb is burning out if it doesn't get to switch in. So, I mean, yeah. Yeah, that might be nice to be able to do that. So, anyways, we'll see. Eternatus should be okay for doing a lot of damage to my opponent here. Now, the Kyogre could be a little bit scary, but I mean, I think what I'm going to try to do, I think I'm going to try to Thunder Wave that Kyogre. Part of me wants to Light Screen, but I mean, what I could do is I could just Volt Switch off the Kyogre, Thunder Wave, and bring in Ogerpon. Actually, I think I Thunder Wave the Kyogre, and I think I Volt Switch off the Torn. I think that's what we do. I'm just really banking on this Thunder Wave. Oh, okay. They're going to switch out Kyogre. You know what? Okay, I do prefer that. Ursaluna's coming in instead. You won't get nailed with a Ice Terra Blast, but it's good to get a Lucky out of here just in case. Torn's going to survive. Light Screen might be good here. Light Screen might be very good here. I think I'm going to bring in Eternatus, and I think I'm just going to hope that a Light Screen is enough to live. Icy Wind is coming out instead of Tailwind, which is actually a very good point to make note of because, yeah, the Regieleki went after. Yeah, that's right. But you know what? We have priority, so we'll get Light Screen up. And we'll just go for a straight Dynamax Cannon. There's Tailwind too, so Ursaluna should definitely be faster than Eternatus, but I mean, with some screen support, maybe we're okay? Maybe? Oh, it's Hyper Voice. Oh, we should be fine. Yeah, we eat that. Okay. Throat Spray is good. Throat Spray is very good to see. Dynamax Cannon is going to fire. Goodbye, Ursaluna. And we'll go from there. Yeah, we will definitely go from there. Okay, so what is my opponent going to bring out? It's going to be the Kyogre again, which honestly, that's probably going to be Water Spout. Yeah, I feel like Water Spout is probably a really safe option here for them. But now we do have our Light Screen, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to go full throttle with the Dynamax Cannon. We're going to get the Para onto the Kyogre, which, I mean, honestly, that's still probably going to be faster than Eternatus, but I mean, if they miss their turn, great. There's another Icy Wind too, so like the Torn is definitely going to be outspeeding me. But we'll find out how well this works. Kyogre missed the turn. We're going to get the Dynamax Cannon. We are going to get that cannon. So I think what I do is I think I Spirit Break the Torn. And I think I just try to Dynamax Cannon Kyogre again. I think we go from there. We are resistant to water. And we have 6 more turns of Light Screen. So I mean, that's really nice. We have the Lucky in the back. How many turns of Tailwind do they have? 2 left. Okay. Yeah, we'll Dynamax Cannon into the Kyogre. There's another Icy Wind. Who did they miss? It was Grim. Great. Eternatus is definitely going to get outsped here by the Kyogre. Nope, I lied. They missed their turn again, which is nice to see. We're going to get that Dynamax Cannon off. So Eternatus is pulling a lot of weight here and putting in a lot of work. And Grim is going to knock out that Torn, which is great. So we'll find out who my opponent's last Pokemon is, and we'll go from there. And honestly, I feel like resetting Eternatus' move might be a good idea too. Like, resetting the speed and resetting their move could be nice. I can just Thunder Wave. Oh, it's Artella, then even better. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to Thunder Wave them, and I think I'm just gonna. I think I'm just going to bring in Ogerpon just to reset Eternatus. I can always Spirit Break and... Well, I don't know what I want to do with Ogerpon. Like, I mean, Ogerpon's just kind of coming in to take a hit. We get to land a Thunder Wave. And Spirit Break could be really nice for lowering their special attack output. Like, I don't hate that. There is going to be an Electro Shot, which, if I had to guess, I want to say that's Ogerpon. Yeah, it's probably Ogerpon, which at +1, I mean, we handle that no problem. Yeah, we handle that no problem. Rain is now stopped. Tailwind is gone. Grimmsnarl is still ridiculously slow, but I mean, so is now the Archaludon is now. I'm just going to follow me with Ogerpon just to redirect away, and then that way we can try to start lowering down Archaludon's special attack. We're also going to get a Terra too, so I mean... Now that Eternatus is coming back in fresh, and it does have the where does Dynamax canning? They should have stayed the way they were, because now I'm gonna hit them for super effective damage. Yeah, you know what? I like that. I like that a lot. Like, Grim is gonna be hitting them with super effective damage. Are they Power Herb? Ooh, if they're Power Herb, I mean, I'm gonna feel great about the Dynamax cannon next turn. I also feel great about this Spirit Break. Yeah. That's a chunk. They're going to get a stamina boost, but that's fine. Grimmsnarl can just hit them again. And honestly, Ogrepon's just going to follow me. I'm pretty sure it's just Ogrepon taking this anyways. This is going to be a +1 Electro Shot. And honestly, I'm fine with that. Nice. Even better. Okay. We're just gonna hit him with another. Spirit Break, and we're going to follow me, and we're just gonna go from there. Yeah. Battle was canceled. Yeah, and you know what? That's fair. We got really lucky hitting that Kyogre with the Thunder Wave and having them lose 2 turns. Like, that definitely worked in our favor. Just having Grimmsnarl land that. It was a little bit unfortunate that the Ursaluna switched in and was able to not take it, but, I mean, we got torn off the field pretty quick, all things considered, especially with that Volt Switch off the Regieleki. So Regieleki actually did something that game, which I'm pretty happy about. Yeah, and Eternatus just did a lot of damage with that Dynamax Cannon and that Specs boost, so very happy about how that played out. Good game to my opponent. Okay, James here has Groudon, Rillaboom, Walking Wake, Incineroar, Amoonguss, and Tornado, so they definitely have speed control. They have Fake Out support, they have redirection. 2 different forms of Fake Out too, so I mean, Regieleki's Cloak is going to be kind of nice, but I don't think it's going to matter too much at the end of the day. I think Chi-Yu is going to be nice. Chi-Yu might be really handy for dealing with some of these things, especially with the Heat Wave boosted by the sun. So, I mean, there is that. I think what we might want to do here is I think we might just want to bring Eternatus and Chi-Yu. Regieleki might be nice. Yeah, it's probably Speed Booster Walking Wake. You know what? I think we'll lead a Lucky Eternatus. We'll bring Chi-Yu. And we'll bring, actually, I kind of want to bring a Lucky and Grim first. Just so I can get some screens up. Because that might be good for dealing with... That might be good for dealing with the Groudon, potentially. Having a Reflect up. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to be honest. Regieleki was a lot easier to use when I had access to Dynamax. Yeah, Regieleki is kind of hard to bring, but you know what? I wanted to use the Light Bulb, so we're using the Light Bulb. We have Incineroar and Groudon coming out here. I want to Volt Switch off that Incin. I do have a Covert Cloak, which is nice on Regieleki. I'm going to Volt Switch off you. I'm going to Reflect with Grimmsnarl. If Grimmsnarl takes the Fake Out, I mean, it is what it is. I really don't love switching any of these Pokemon into a Precipice Blades, but at least Tornadus is not on the field, which is great. That could be scary. That could be very, very scary. Having the Sun Up might be nice in my favor, so we'll see. Regieleki doesn't hit the hardest either, too, so, you know... I mean, getting a little bit of chip off of the Incin's going to be nice. Also, there's the Reflect. They think Regieleki stopped moving. Pew! Volt Switch! Go! Oh, that was only a quarter. Oh, that's awful. Chi-Yu does have a Sash, so I mean, like... I feel a little bit better sending it out. Like, I could Dark Pulse the Groudon and try to deal with it. Like, that might be for the best. I mean, I might... Oh, Swords Dance. Okay, you know what? I get to keep Chi-Yu, but I don't love the Swords Dance. But you know what? I mean... I can Dark Pulse. Yeah, I could Dark Pulse here. I think I'm gonna just Dark Pulse and... Oh, okay. There's that. That's a little bit disappointing. Would have loved to have gotten some damage off into this thing, but you know what? That's fine. I'm thinking Parting Shot off the Ensign. Maybe a knockoff? Yeah, Parting Shot. But you know what? That's fine. I mean, the Groudon doesn't have the speed control yet, which is nice. I wonder with a Heat Wave, like with a boosted Heat Wave, like how that'll work. Actually, you know what? That might not be the worst case scenario right here. Going for Heat Wave and... Still going to go for the Spirit Break, just get a little bit, try to get a little bit of chip into the Groudon. But like with the Sun on the field, like Chi-Yu does have the bonus damage. It's a spread move, so that will get around Rage Powder. And if they went for Spore, I mean, they probably have to burn their Terra on Amoonguss to survive. I would imagine. I mean, I might be at -1, but I mean, there's no Terra. This is still going to be super effective. Oh, that's such a good amount of damage into the Amoonguss. And you got to dodge the Precipice Blades. That's amazing. So yeah, we get to hit the Amoonguss. We get to knock it out. Rocky Helmet. Not great for Chi-Yu, but I mean, Chi-Yu got to dodge that. Which I'm A-okay with. Walking Wake is coming out here now. Okay, I think I'm going to throw up a Light Screen. Photosynthesis is special attack, not speed. Okay, great. I am sashed. I'm going to Dark Pulse into the Walking Wake just in case. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to protect Chi-Yu this turn. I'm going to throw up a Thunder Wave into the Walking Wake just to try to slow it down. And then that way too, it'll slow it down if I connect and if I get the potential para. But like that could be great for Eternatus. Like Eternatus could come in here. They don't have their Tornadus, which is great. Walking Wake is going to protect. Chi-Yu is going to protect. So I mean, I could just throw in Eternatus here. I think what could be really spicy here too is like having Eternatus potentially go after the Groudon. Chi-Yu protects. Does Grimmsnarl get the dodge? No. Grimmsnarl is going down here. So you know what? Grimmsnarl definitely did some good work. I could bring in the Regieleki. Potentially. But I don't want to. I think I want to bring in the Eternatus. I'm also Steel Terra, so I mean, that's not great for dealing with Groudon, but I don't think they'll want to necessarily switch. I think what I can do here is I can Dark Pulse into the Wake, and I can Dynamax Cannon into the Groudon. Yeah, I think that's what I do. I think I just Dark Pulse into the Wake, which is now going to be instant. Which, you know what, that's fine. If Groudon goes for the Precipice Blades here, I mean, great. Eternatus will outspeed. Yeah, they're just going to protect, which, you know what, that's fair. What I could do here is I could Terra Ghost Chi-Yu, Dark Pulse into Groudon, and just bring in Regieleki. Yeah, I could do that. I don't hate the Dark Pulse into the Instant for the chip, but I mean, I would have loved to have gotten Walking Wake with that. I think what I'm going to do, though, is I am going to protect Eternatus. I'm going to just bring in the Elucky. Eternatus being able to not have to eat a Fake Out is going to be nice. And having my Focus Sash is going to be a little bit of insurance on Chi-Yu. Would I like to clear my special attack debuff? Absolutely. Am I going to? Probably not. Is it really going to matter with the Beads of Ruin? Probably not. Yeah, and the other thing too is if I get lucky and they switch out Groudon, which I don't think they do with the Sword Stance boost, because like they're not going to get another opportunity to go for another Sword Stance potentially if they switch. Like it would be a lot harder. They definitely could still do it, but we'll get Chi-Yu terrestrialized so it doesn't have to worry about the Fake Out. We'll cover for that, and then hitting Groudon with Dark Pulse and potentially making it flinch could be great too. Like if we make it flinch, we could always go for Terra Blast into it. Yeah, there's the Fake Out into the Regieleki. Not quite enough to knock it out, but I mean, that's fine. Chi-Yu's going to survive on its Sash. I will get to keep my Chi-Yu here. Eternatus is coming back in fresh. And Dynamax Cannon is going to be massive damage into any of these Pokemon, so that's really nice. Groudon is almost gone, so I mean, I think maybe what I do is I target Groudon with Chi-Yu, and I think I target Incineroar with Eternatus here. Yeah, I think that's what we do here. I think we go for the Dynamax Cannon into the Incin. There's the Protect off Groudon, which is fine. We're going to just nail Incineroar here with this Specs boosted Dynamax Cannon, which, very happy about that. And now what I can do here is I can target the Chi or the Groudon. Honestly, I think I should target the Groudon with Eternatus because Chi-Yu might be slower than the Walking Wake. I mean, just in case. And I should still have some light screen up, so we'll just double check this right quick. Oh wait, I didn't even get light screen up in the first place. Actually, I feel like Eternatus should be faster than the Walking Wake, so I think we just Dynamax Cannon into the Walking Wake here. Now, my opponent could still have Terra, which could be scary, but it's gotta most likely be the Walking Wake. So I mean, unless they're Terra Fairy, yeah, if they're Terra Fairy, that could be bad. But here it comes. Here comes the Terra. And what do I think the item is on the Walking Wake? Do I think it's Sash? Oh, it's water. Okay, you know what? That's fine. I am more than okay with that. Like, Eternatus should still be able to nail this thing with Dynamax Cannon. If it's Sash, I mean, that could be a little bit spooky. No, it's just gone. Goodbye, Walking Wake. That Terra did not save you. Dynamax Cannon. All you gotta do is just bring out the word Dynamax. They just gotta hear the D and just know that the Willa D is coming. I don't know. I kind of made that weird with the One Piece reference, but I mean, hey, it worked. Eternatus. It's a shame Regieleki didn't really get to do much. Just to, you know, just be a sad little light bulb that got broken. But I mean, I'm okay with how Eternatus played out there. Eternatus did great. That Dynamax Cannon just nailed that Walking Wake and nailed the Incineroar, which is saying something because Incineroar is a fairly bulky Pokemon. So, I mean, I'm pretty happy about that. Groudon got very, very scary with that Sword Stance, so I'm glad we were able to dodge the Precipice Blades off the Chi-Yu, and I'm glad we were able to nail it for some massive damage with Chi-Yu as well with that Heat Wave and Dark Pulse. I mean, really, Chi was extremely important right there, lowering everything's special defense with the Beads of Ruin. Anyways, good game to my opponent. Moving on. Okay, we've got Terapagos with Urshifu, Rillaboom, Tornadus, Incineroar, and Alolan Ninetales. Okay, now, I don't have a direct means of changing the weather, but what I do have is Eternatus. Eternatus can do a lot of damage to stuff, which is going to be relatively nice. Honestly, Eternatus, Regieleki could be nice. Like, that might be a good way to threaten their Terapagos. I don't hate that. So yeah, we could potentially do that. Now, I do have 3 things weak to ground listed for here, so I might have to be a little bit careful of the potential Earth Power. Honestly, a lucky Eternatus might be the better option. I think what I could do is I could bring in Ogerpon. Ogerpon could do some massive damage, and still kind of want to bring Chi-Yu, not going to lie. Yeah, I still kind of want to bring Chi-Yu. Like, the Ogerpon can still threaten the Incin with the Cudgel. If that's Rapid Strike Urshifu, we have the Horn Leech, so I mean, that's nice. Eternatus can do a lot of damage to stuff too, which is going to be handy. And even being able to go for the Electro Web might be nice. Like, being able to Electro Web Terapagos could be handy. It's going to be Ninetales in Terapagos here, so you know what? Fine with me. Honestly, I want to Electro Web, and I kind of want to... just go for the raw damage into the Terapagos. Yeah, I kind of want to do that. Getting some speed lowered into Ninetales could be nice. I mean, if it's Cloak, though, I mean, it's not great. But you know what? I think what I'm going to do is 90 versus 100. I think I'm going to Sludge Bomb into the Ninetales and Electro Web just in case it's sashed. There's also a Protect off the Terapagos, so you know what? That's great. If I can connect with the Ninetales, and if it's sashed, I mean, it's going to be guaranteed to be slower than Eternatus. Yeah, so their speed is going to fall. I'm going to hit them with a Sludge Bomb, so no potential Aurora Veil for you. And that's massive damage right there. Now, what I could do, depending on what comes in here, if it's Rillaboom, I mean, Regieleki's in trouble. If it's Incin, I can protect a Lucky and switch out. No, it's going to be Urshifu instead. You know what? Nice. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Electro Web, and I'm going to Sludge Bomb into the Terapagos this time. We're going to get Terra right out of my opponent right here. So, depending on what it is, I mean, this could be nice. It's Terapagos, so you know what? Stellar Terra. Fine with me. They're now going to lose Terra Shell, so I mean, the first hit is now going to be neutral instead of resisted, so that is nice. Getting a Sludge Bomb off into Terapagos can be handy too, so like, we're going to get a speed drop into them. We're going to hit them with a Specs boosted Sludge Bomb. So, that's nice. I feel like a Lucky's the target here, which, you know what? Fair enough. I do like getting Sludge Bomb off into Terapagos here for the massive damage. And there is going to be an Earth Power. So, I mean, this could still potentially be... Yeah, it is going to be Eternatus, actually. So, that's fine. Like, we live. They have a speed drop into their Terapagos. I kind of want to deal with the Urshifu. Yeah, like, I'm going to Electro Web. I'm going to go for the... Sludge Bomb into the Urshifu. I don't think my Lucky goes down to a... I don't think it goes down to an Aqua Jet here. They're just going to protect Terapagos. So, I mean... This is why I want to go for the Urshifu. Yeah. I mean, the Electro Web is going to be nice because, like, we're going to potentially break a sash on the Urshifu. We take out most of its HP. They take a speed drop, which means the Eternatus is eating... it's eating good. Yeah. Bear jerky. Yeah. That was dark, but we're keeping that in. Yeah. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to switch Eternatus out. I think I'm going to Volt Switch off the... They do have the Torn. Okay. I'm going to Volt Switch off of the Terapagos with Regieleki. And I'm going to switch an Ogerpon. With the main reason being they might just Earth Power into Eternatus again, and I don't want to lose Eternatus. I like the idea of having Chi-Yu in the back, so I mean, Terapagos has taken 2 speed drops, so I mean, we should be okay. And I mean, I'm getting a Volt Switch off into them, so I'm getting a little bit of chip. So, that's a lot of chip because that's a critical hit. Good job, Regieleki. Thank you. I think I go Chi-Yu, and I think I start clicking Snarl. I think that's what we do here. Actually, I think I Dark Pulse into the Torn slot. They're Terastallized. Here comes an Earth Power. It's actually going to be into the Ogerpon, which is nice. What I could do... I could just Dark Pulse into the Torn, because I feel like they protect with Terapagos here. Yeah, I feel like they just protect here. I feel like I could just Ivy Cudgel and Terra. Like, I feel like we just do that. We've already seen the Terra out of my opponent. They had Snow originally too, so like I highly doubt they Rain Dance here. They might Bleak Wind, which if they do, I mean, I'm fine. Like, Ogerpon's getting a special defense boost. So, yeah, we're just going to see a Bleak Wind right here. That's actually a lot into Ogerpon. Chiyu's going to take a speed drop, which is a little bit scary, but I mean, no Protect out of the Terapagos. We're going to land this Ivy Cudgel right here. That's down to a Sash. If Terapagos went for Earth Power into Chiyu, great. No, they went Terra Starstorm. That's bad for Chiyu. But, I mean, I get Regieleki in. I can bring Eternatus back. Oh, Chiyu lived. Nice. Okay, Chiyu lived. I'll have to see how many Tailwind turns they have. Chiyu is slower than Terapagos with the Tailwind up, but, I mean, that's fine. Regieleki will not be. So, I'm going to bring in a Lucky. And honestly, I think Volt Switch is more than enough to take it out of that range. Yeah, I think Volt Switch is enough. So, we'll see how many turns of Tailwind. They have 2 turns of Tailwind. I'm going to protect Chiyu, but I'm going to Volt Switch with a Lucky here. They're at -1 speed. They're not at -2. Okay. I'm going to Volt Switch off them. I'm going to get Eternatus potentially back in if this doesn't knock out. And I mean, I think we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. A Lucky picks up the KO, actually. Oh, Regieleki. I'm very happy. Yeah, I'm very happy with you. Look at that little victory dance. Woo! I can't do it because obviously I have arms and Lucky has tentacles, but woo! Oh, I'm very happy about all the Electrowebs. Like, yeah, I think I made a good decision when I decided I wanted to play a Lucky today. Yeah. Very happy about how that played out. Good game to my opponent. Hey, thank you guys so much for checking out this Eternatus and Regieleki team in action. I'm very happy with how the team played out today. Regieleki got some good speed control into things with the Electrowebs. We dropped an Urshifu speed, we dropped Terapagos, we dropped a Kyogre speed with Grimmsnarl. I mean, technically, Grimmsnarl did that, but we're going to give Regieleki credit for it because I said so. Yeah. We also got to do some decent damage to things with Volt Switch. We got to take about roughly 20% of an instant's HP with Volt Switch, which was neutral and coming off of a Cloak Regieleki, not a Magnet boosted Regieleki. So honestly, that was pretty nice. We nailed a Tornadus. We got to nail Terapagos multiple times with Volt Switch. It was actually the finishing blow onto Terapagos, and plus even the Kyogre matchup, like, we got the Volt Switch off of that Tornadus, which did a lot of damage, which you love to see. And on that note, let's talk about Regieleki's teammates. Eternatus did wonderful work here with the Choice Specs boosted Dynamax Cannon. We got the Nail Things for some massive damage. Kyogre unfortunately missed 2 different turns thanks to being paralyzed by Grimmsnarl, so we were able to just back-to-back Dynamax Cannon into it. We also got the Nail and Ursaluna Blood Moon as well. So yeah, overall, I'm very happy with how the team played out. And plus, we also get to fire off Specs boosted Sludge Bomb too. It wasn't just come in and click the signature move day. So like, yeah, we had a good time overall. Chiyu having Beads of Ruin was nice support for Regieleki and Eternatus. We had Grimmsnarl with the screen support, which definitely helped. We had Ogerpon come in with a little bit of redirection to do with our Chaladon, so that was relatively nice. We got to hit a second Tornadus with a Ivy Cudgel with Terra, which honestly I haven't done that in a long time, so that was kind of nice to do. So yeah, overall, I'm fairly happy with how today's video went. Be sure to let me know what you think of the team down in the comments below, and I will see you next time.